This TWIRcast is brought to you by Auto Data Direct, using jurisdictional partnerships and web-based technology to provide secure motor vehicle data solutions to government and industry. Welcome to AAMVA's TWIRcast for April 7th, 2014, keeping you up to date with the latest news and events in the AAMVA community. I'm Claire O'Brien. Visit the 2014 Workshop and Law Institute Download Center to watch a full-length session video on one of the hottest topics at this year's workshop, active shooter preparedness. Get expert opinions on what to do if an active shooter entered your office. And while you're at the Download Center, take a look at other presentations from our time in St. Louis. Visit the Download Center today. We have a full lineup of webinars planned for the weeks ahead. Up first is CDL Workshop Follow-Up, State Success Stories, coming up April 9th from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern. This webinar will continue the conversations started at the February CDL Workshop about compliance best practices from different jurisdictions. Then we have CSTIMS and the CLP Final Permit Rule, Wednesday, April 16th from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern. AAMVA invites jurisdiction members to participate in this educational webinar to learn how CSTIMS can help jurisdictions comply with provisions to the CLP Final Permit Rule. Please note that this webinar is intended for AAMVA jurisdiction members only. Then we have a two-part webinar, NVIDIA's Best Practices for Title and Registration Program Managers. Part 1 is scheduled for April 23rd from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern, and Part 2 is scheduled for May 14th from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. This webinar series will cover the findings of AAMVA's NVIDIA's Business Rules Working Group. You can register for all of these webinars online at aamva.org. Also visit aamva.org to register for our regional conferences. Region 4 meets first from June 2nd through 5th in Vancouver, British Columbia. Then Region 2 meets from June 22nd through 25th in Biloxi, Mississippi, and Region 1 meets from July 27th through 30th in Toronto, Ontario. Visit the upcoming events section of AAMVA's website to register. The nomination form for the 2014 Martha Irwin Award for Lifetime Achievement in Highway Safety is now posted on AAMVA's website. The award is presented annually to an AAMVA member jurisdiction employee or other individual whose primary function is directly associated with highway and traffic safety efforts. There are two award categories, law enforcement and motor vehicle administration, with one winner selected from each category. The nomination form may be used to submit someone for either category. Nominations must be submitted no later than April 30th, 2014 to be considered. For more information, contact Brian Ursino at bursino@aamva.org. That's all for this edition of AAMVA's TWIRcast. Thanks for joining us.